Hola amigos, I'm Spanish Dave. Welcome back to VerbMastery.com. We're on section 2.7, irregular verbs, verb conjugation patterns. We'll jump right into the instruction here. All right, so we'll start taking a look at the patterns. I'm going to go ahead and close the side nav here. Instruction, irregular Spanish conjugation patterns. Introduction to irregular verb conjugation patterns. While regular verbs follow predictable patterns based on their infinitive endings, irregular verbs do not adhere to these rules and often have unique conjugation patterns. Learning these patterns is crucial for mastering Spanish, as many commonly used verbs are irregular. This section provides an overview of irregular verb conjugation patterns and how they can apply to similar verbs with the same root. We'll take a look at what that means in just a minute. And remember also, the human brain is a pattern-seeking device as we start looking at these. Okay, sometimes one verb is just irregular. For verbs like this, you just have to memorize the pattern. For example, yo soy, I am. This is the verb ser, which means to be. Okay. Tú, Juan, Juana or Juan, tú eres means you are. Él, ella, usted, señora Garcia, es. Okay, that's he, she, or you are. The next one, nosotros somos means we are. Vosotros, y'all are. It's informal in Spain, is sois. And ellos, ellas, or ustedes son. They or you all are. Now notice this just doesn't make sense with the normal way you'd conjugate the verb ser. So this is, you have to just memorize this verb and others like it. Now, patterns, let's look at patterns in irregular verbs. Although irregular verbs do not follow standard rules, there are some patterns that can help you remember their conjugations. Often verbs with the same root share similar irregularities across different patterns. For example, the verb decir, which means to say. And then here is the same root. See, the root is decir here. The next one is contradecir. Look, here's the same root. Decir again, right? Contradecir means to contradict. The next one is bendecir. Again, it has the same root, to bless. And predecir, which means to predict. So again, those are the same roots. Decir, 4 times, right? These verbs all derive from the root verb decir and share similar irregular patterns. Here is how they conjugate in the present tense. Okay, the verb decir, yo digo. Okay, I say. Contradigo, bendigo. Okay, and hold on. Oh, actually, there should be predigo. All right. When you come back, that should be fixed when you get online and take a look at that. Okay. The next one, there's a little typo there. Tú, Juana or Juan, dices, contradices, bendices, and the last one is para decir, predices. Okay. Él, ella, or usted. Again, this is at the same root. Dice, contradice, bendice, and again, when we update the last one, it will be predice. Nosotros decimos, contradecimos, bendecimos, or predecimos. Vosotros, informal in Spain, is decís, contradecís, bendecís, or predecís. Ellos, ellas, or ustedes dicen, contradicen, bendicen, and again, predicen. Again, we're going to fix that little typo. So when you go back and see it, that should be all fixed for you. Okay, irregular patterns across different tenses. Okay, so this is a little bit different here, but irregular verbs can be irregular in various tenses and moods. Here are some examples of how tener, to have, conjugates irregularly in different tenses. Notice how the root in red varies so much between in different tenses, right? Okay, yo tengo is present tense. Tuve is preterite tense. Tendré, future tense, and tenga is the subjunctive tense. Tú tienes, present tense. Tuviste, tendrás, and tengas. Ella or usted tiene, tuvo, tendrá, and tenga. Nosotros tenemos, tuvimos, tendríamos, o tengamos. Vosotros tengáis, tuvisteis, tendréis, and tengáis. En ellos, ellas, o ustedes tienen, tuvieron, tendrán, and tengan. Okay, so here's some tips for learning irregular verbs. Practice regularly. Frequent practice helps reinforce the irregular patterns in your memory. Group similar verbs. Learn irregular verbs in groups that share the same root or similar patterns, just like this one, right? Decir, digo, contradigo, bendigo, and again with the type of fix that will be predigo. Okay, the next one, use verb tables. Refer to verb tables to see all conjugations of an irregular verb in different tenses and moods. You'll see those as we go through this course. For example, this is a verb table right here with the yo, soy, eres, es, somos, sois, and so on. And finally, memorize common irregular verbs. Focus on memorizing the most commonly used irregular verbs first, and we'll actually focus on those and we'll put those in the course to help you along the way. Mastering irregular verb conjugation patterns is essential for fluency in Spanish. While they may seem challenging at first, recognizing patterns among similar verbs and consistent practice can make them easier to learn. By understanding and practicing these irregular verbs, you'll enhance your ability to communicate effectively in Spanish. Keep practicing and enjoy the journey of mastering Spanish verb conjugation. I'm going to go ahead and click Mark Complete. Since I'm logged in, that will take me to the next lesson. Look, I got some points here for completing a lesson or game. And I completed that whole lesson with just another 250 points. I just got 285 points. Okay. Gracias, amigos. Gracias por estar conmigo.